Southern Ocean now.
Okay, so he basically telling you that they are recognizing a new ocean. The Southern Ocean is the fifth ocean. All right. And that this Southern Ocean, I want y'all to pay attention to the location here. Let's get a location. Antarctica. Okay, we know Antarctica does not look like that, but that's what they want you to believe. Okay? So we know they are now trying to now they're trying to concoct some lies. You hear me? Reflection. They're trying to, concoct some lies. You hear me? So they got the dude on here. He's hitting you with the very thick accent. He practiced that. You feel me? Hitting you with the thick accent. So it's like you could barely hear what he's saying, but you can hear what he's saying. That's all on purpose. That's all on purpose. But he's basically telling you that they need to conserve the ocean. Okay, they're trying to conserve the ocean, so they are now recognizing a fifth ocean. Let's listen to more lies. Okay, let's finish. Let's listen.
This change was taking the last step and saying we want to recognize it because of its ecological separation, explain scientists.
Hold on. So he basically just said they want to recognize this fifth ocean because of its ecological separation. All right, from everything else, meaning it has its own ecosystem, its own different animals, its own plant life, its own minerals. All right, this is the ecosystem, its own weather. All right, it has its own ecosystem. It's ecologically different. All right, but ecosystem is just another word for environment. You know what I'm saying? They could have said environment, but its own ecological system. You know what I'm saying? They try to throw you off, but yeah, that's what the ecosystem is. But yeah, let's go.
How naming an ocean helps conservation indeed. The ocean is the only one out of 5 on Earth to touch 3 other oceans, completely encircle a continent, and embrace an integral flow of water called the Antarctic Circumpolar Current, ACC. Inside the ACC, National Geographic explains, the waters are colder than less salty than oceans in the north. It also spans from the bottom of the ocean to the surface, transporting more water than any other current on Earth. It pushes cold, denser water to the ocean floor, which helps rebalance the ocean's carbon, just like the carbon capturing technology does. In other words, it is crucial for our planet's well-being. The Southern Ocean encompasses unique and fragile marine ecosystems that are home to wonderful marine life such as whales, penguins, and seals. It is clear to see just how important officially naming an ocean is, and in doing so, the hope is that future generations learn about it and how important it is to our ecosystem, hopefully pushing more conservation efforts.
A lot of bullshit was just said that really didn't matter. All right, so, okay. So, what I want y'all to peep is at the same time while they telling y'all about this world has a fifth ocean, Southern Ocean, officially recognized. Boom. Check this out.
Scalding hot beach, eating out in cold refreshment. That's chill.
Wow, this port is so buzzing. Thousands of people come here every day to work. Cargoes come and go. Fishers are weighing their catches for the day. And even posh cruise ships pop in here.
They be tripping me out like when they, hold on. Like, bro, what is y'all on?
And Djibouti. And it's not just some minor earthquake. There are lots of fumes rising from those fissures, and it smells like sulfur. Phew. The eruptions slowly push the old lava sediments away, which is followed by creation of the new seafloor. The crack is filled with magma, and when it cools, it forms the new oceanic floor. If this process doesn't stop, the Red Sea will finally flood the area, forming the sixth ocean, and Africa will be split into two parts. So we'll basically have two Africas.
Hold on. So now, okay, I want y'all to see how right here they told you about the fifth ocean. And then about 7 months ago, they was telling you about the sixth ocean before they even told you about the fifth ocean. All right, so right here is another video, and he clearly says sixth ocean, not fifth. So he ain't making no mistakes, right? He know what he talking about. But I want y'all to just see something. Let's read it. Just play back a little bit again.
When it cools, it forms the new oceanic floor. If this process doesn't stop, the Red Sea will finally flood the area, forming the sixth ocean. And Africa will be split into two parts.
Sixth ocean.
So we'll basically have two Africas. But wait. Neither you nor your grandchildren are going to see that sixth ocean. You'll only have 5 of them throughout your life. Same with our future generations. Same old Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Arctic, and the Southern Oceans. Before the oceanic floor gets solid, and before the Red Sea actually starts flowing in there, many thousands, if not millions of years must pass. The continents move as fast as your nails grow. And imagine that the longest nail ever seen in history was the thumbnail.
So, we ain't gotta let him keep talking. Alright. Now, why there's a new ocean forming in Africa. He was just talking about a new ocean forming in Africa, and then right here they're talking about a fifth ocean and stuff that we're in Antarctica, okay? All right. Now, I also want y'all to see this video. See, the thing is this. I want y'all to see these videos before I even say something. You see what I'm saying? Let's look at this video.
The Pacific is the deepest body of water on the planet.
Okay, so this video says, South Pacific Mother Nature tries to create an island before your eyes. Okay, let's see.
But sometimes the seabed shoots to the surface. Behold, one of nature's rarest sights. The creation of a new island. This is Kavachi in the Solomon Islands. One of the most active undersea volcanoes in the world. Kavachi's emerged above the waves just a handful of times, but so far to no avail. Powerful waves keep sweep.
Okay, so we got what we have going on here is we have news coming out that there's a sixth ocean forming in Africa. Okay, that's going to basically split the ocean. That's going to split Africa in half. That's what they're talking about. Also, while they rolling that news out, and all in the same year, they also telling you it's a fifth ocean that's now being actually recognized in Antarctica. All right. And then right here, it's another video talking about why the world's sixth ocean is forming in Africa. And then you go right here, Southern Pacific, and they're talking about islands being made in the Southern Pacific. Okay. Now, a person just looking on the outside wouldn't be putting none of this together. You see what I'm saying? None of this together at all. It wouldn't click. It wouldn't ring a bell. None of that, right? Because their third eye is completely closed to what's going on right now. Okay. This ocean. Let's talk about the fifth ocean. Okay, let's talk about the fifth ocean. Okay. Let's talk about the fifth ocean. Let's use what they use. That they show some things that can be actually broken down, though.
Right here in the app.
All right, so
Home or
first off, with this fifth ocean, let's note some. Boom. Let's note this. All right. Look where they saying the fifth ocean is located at. Okay. They got the Atlantic Ocean. We got the Pacific Ocean. We got the Indian Ocean. Okay. See Australia, tip of Africa, South America. All right. They telling you that Antarctica is in the middle, and that the Southern Ocean goes around Antarctica. When in actuality, that is couldn't be further from the truth. Okay, Antarctica, old maps, which we've seen before, right? Antarctica circles the entire realm. Okay, the landmass they call Antarctica forms an ice wall around the entire land mass. Okay, this is the true shape of Antarctica. Antarctica does not look like this at all. All right, it's not just some small little island of ice sitting in the middle of everything. That's a complete lie. First off, let's get Antarctica down for what it is. All right, and you know, the old maps of how it looks, the original map showed you how it looked. All right, what we know to be Australia, Africa, North America, South America, Europe, Asia, you know, these different continents. These are all sitting inside of Antarctica. And this is why the military would never let you go to Antarctica. You can't even book a flight to Antarctica and land nowhere in Antarctica. I looked it up. The most they'll let you do is fly over Antarctica for like $4,000 a flight. And if I was you, I wouldn't take that flight because you fuck around and never come back. They gonna want to know, first off, what the fuck you want to know so much about over here for, nigga? You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't even risk it. But you should question why. You have ancestors. Let's see if I can pull up an old map. Because sometimes, you know, they be on bullshit on YouTube, on Google. They'll get on bullshit. Let's see if we can find one. Sometimes you can find one, sometimes you can't. Most of the guys and goddesses in here, I done did lectures on it. It was hard for me to find the picture. But sometimes you can get on Google, because Google censors so much, right? Or DuckDuckGo. You can get on these sites. Sometimes you can find maps. They'll let it be on there. Sometimes they'll snatch it. They'll get the snatching shit down. You feel me? Like, but it's old maps. All right. That show the true shape of the realm and how it really looks, which many of you, I'm pretty sure, have seen. And our realm sits in the middle of Antarctica. Okay, we are in the middle. Okay, we sit in the middle. Antarctica is an ice wall that they have us encased in. And it's 3 ice walls separating us from separating us from the, you know, from our other brothers and sisters, other Anunnaki gods and goddesses. The ice rings separate us because they don't want us to connect, unite. See, they didn't just divide us within the realm amongst ourselves. See, over here we're divided amongst ourselves as well. But no, they literally divided us from other Anunnaki gods and goddesses with these ice rings. And the dark elves who come from planet Earth created them, because the dark elves are the ones that created the sub-zero technology that was used to freeze our ancestors. All right, they are now trying to admit this. Just now, they're trying to admit that is potential bodies under the ice in Antarctica and things like this. You see? But they are just now admitting this. That's semi what it's like. A little bit, something like that. Almost, not quite though. It's maps. I just ain't have no intention on pulling no maps up today in class. But I've showed the maps before in old lectures, so you all know the map I'm talking about anyway. But we sit in the middle. All right, we sit in the middle. So if you know the true ancient shape, that's the secret of the clock. The secret of the clock is it's the shape of the realm, the actual clock. Okay, we literally sit in the middle like that. You know what I'm saying? And we have ancestors. And, well, I wouldn't say ancestors, but you can call them ancestors too, because, you know, they've been around too for a minute. But we have brothers and sisters, which is, I like to use that word better, that are on the other side of those ice walls. And these is the same ice walls that Admiral Byrd described in his little flight when he seen what he seen. But yeah, we sit in the middle though. So it's just ironic that this fifth ocean has anything to do with Antarctica. And here we go, right here. Perfect. It surely does. So here we go, right here. Boom. This how it look. But this us in the middle. We in the middle, first ring, and then we have more brothers and sisters that live on this land. You see these lands? They live there, but they stuck in between this ring of ice where we at and that ring of ice. And guess what? It's more of these reptilians on that side that enslaved them as well, like we are enslaved. And then on the outskirts of that, we have more brothers and sisters. This is a fact. All right, that's how our realm is set up. So they didn't just divide us amongst ourselves. You see what I'm saying? They divided us literally from other brothers and sisters. Look, here we go right here. That's a good map right there. There we go. That's better. That's us in the middle. That's our land. Then we got brothers and sisters on this land, and they stuck in that ice ring. Then we got brothers and sisters on this land. You see it? All out here, and they surrounded by ice wall. And that's what they did to our realm. Okay? So when they talking about this fifth ocean has anything to do with Antarctica, that's because these ice walls, these rings are starting to melt down because the Kundalini energy is rising on the planet. So now what's happening, what you're seeing is you're seeing more water flow in from all this. Look at all this water around us on the outside of that. That's flowing in now. And then the oceans are being drained. Okay, so you have a lot of our ancestors that are back, and they deep down in the oceans, draining the oceans. They going deeper down there, getting all the stuff about the oceans because they have been using all type of magic on this realm, not just on the surface, deep down in the ocean too. So what's happened is now that the Nerubians are, like I keep talking about the Nerubians, because they are playing a big part in this war right now. Now that the Nerubians are back and they cleaning up the atmosphere, they helping cleaning up the oceans too. And the ocean herself, which is the planet. Okay, remember the ocean is the ancestors of Titan. So the planet herself, for example, the planet herself is rising. Okay, so it is certain bodies that's not our ancestor ocean. All right, that these elites are not talking about, because they're not telling you about the aquatic families, the different aquatic families. All right, the different aquatic families, which ocean happens to be a member of. Okay, so you got all these other different bodies of water that's starting to rush into the planet, and new bodies of water that was trapped, fresh bodies of water that was trapped. All right, that are also different aquatic beings. You also have portals opening up in the oceans right now, because this is another way that our different ancestors, or different extraterrestrial races that are on our side are coming back to help fight in this war. You have all this going on right now. All right, you also have them trying to burn their own portals through the ocean, all right, to leave the planet, which I keep telling you that ain't gonna work, and that didn't work. All right, when the planet is cleaning herself, all is being revealed. You are finding out everything that they have done to you. Listen, it's finna get deeper than that. All right, you see Europe is flooding. Where do you think all this water is coming from? That's the planet cleansing herself, and that's also those aquatic families fighting back. Now imagine once ocean get free and what the havoc he's going to cause on the planet for them. That's what I'm saying. It's finna get real intense. This is a fact. All right, and they know this, but they trying to hide it. Now check this out. Peep game. Boom. What is all this about right here? Hold on. What is all this about? What was all this about, though? Hold on. We trying to figure shit out. What was all this about? What was all that about? Now this is in Africa, okay? That's in Africa, y'all. Hold on. Check this out. We that was in Africa, okay? Hold on. I meant to click on the one from Mexico.
It's time to help people customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Now, that's two different locations. This in the Gulf of Mexico, the other one was in Africa, all right? So, this is the times when they trying to burn portals in the ocean, through the ocean, to get off the planet, all right? This is what this was about right here. To escape what's going on. The ice walls in Antarctica are breaking down. All three of them. All the ice walls, the ones I was just showing y'all, they are breaking down. All right, because the planet is fighting back herself. As well as this is where all this water is coming from that's doing this. This is where all this water coming from. Hold on. Listen. When I told y'all the planet is fighting back, she fighting back. Hold on. This is where all this water coming from right here. That's where all this water coming from. They don't know where it's coming from, right? Well, they don't know where it's coming from.
Germany's Chancellor Angela Merkel is preparing to visit regions of Germany affected by severe flooding that has killed at least 156 people. Merkel is due to visit one of two regions hit by the floods. The disaster area in Germany spans more than 100 kilometers near the borders with the Netherlands and Belgium, where the district of Ahrweiler was the worst hit. A massive cleanup operation is underway as rescue crews search for survivors. More than 1,000 people are still missing. DW reporter Kate Brady has this report from some of the flooded villages around Bonn.
Destruction and debris on every corner. The only sound on the streets, mud being scraped away, and tractors rumbling through the once picturesque town of Ahrweiler.
Here in Ahrweiler, the water has subsided, and it's only now that the real true extent of the damage caused by the floods is really coming to light. A lot of people are returning to their homes for the first times.
Now this is in Germany, y'all. This is in Germany. Do you think it's a coincidence that Germany was hit like that?
It's time to read up on.
And they don't even know where all the water coming from, but they do know where it's coming from.
One-stop shop.
The planet is cleansing herself.
It's a natural disaster on a shocking scale, with heavy rain causing rivers to burst.
And she's cleansing the planet herself of the parasitical invaders.
Houses collapsed.
She know where to go.
Livelihoods destroyed. More than
She knows where to go.
60 people have lost
All right.
their lives.
This all has to do with the ice walls breaking down in Antarctica and the aquatic families fighting back in this war.
Begin to imagine what happened.
Okay, so hold on. These aquatic families exist. Remember I told you the ocean is alive. The ocean is a titan. Okay, and he comes from an aquatic family of aquatic beings. Okay, so all this water that's rushing in and sweeping in is these entities, these elemental beings, these aquatic beings fighting back, helping the planet fight back against these parasitical invaders, and they going exactly where they supposed to go. All right, now they can pose on the news, they act like they don't know what's going on, but this is real shit. This is y'all are saying this shit happen in real life time. This isn't no accident how this is going down. All right, and they even telling you. All right, that parts of what you think is Africa is about to break off. Because of the water, because of the flood. They also tried to tell you that, hold on, let's not forget they just tried to tell you that the earth could see a lot of flooding because the moon has a wobbit in its orbit. That's they trying to tell you that too.
Are unusual in Germany, but despite the shock, communities are coming together, united in their efforts to tackle the disaster.
Why Germany? Why Germany? That's where the Germanic raids came from. The Germanic raids. You see what I'm saying? They started in Germany. Let's see if we can get it up. Can we get it up? Can we get it up? Is Google gonna give it to us? Is Google, will they give it to us? Let's see, Google. Can we get the Germanic raids? Oh, the Germanic tribes. Can we get the Germanic raids? This is when they came out the Caucasus Mountains, warring with us. We might have it. Early Germanic warfare, Germanic raids. Okay, early Germanic. Oh, okay, they fucking with us tonight. Early Germanic warfare was the warfare of early Germanic peoples. It is an important element of early Germanic culture. Warfare. Facts. Right, exactly. They come from straight warfare. Exactly. Cool. Right, exactly. Right, let's talk about it. Okay, so let's look at why Germany getting hit. Because remember I talked about they was in the caves. These original 13 bloodlines, these hierarchy human beings, the ones that helped run the world. These were the strongest tribes, okay? The original 13 families, okay? The original 13 families, okay? And when they was in the Caucasus, in these caves, they were living like savages, the original barbarians. So then, when they came out the caves, they set to our realm and began to try to take everything, okay? So when they came out the caves, they got up under us first. Remember this, they got up under us first. We taught them a lot, we loved them, then they attacked us from inside out. And then they began to wreak havoc on the whole planet, all right? And set siege to everything. And when you look at it right here, they talk about the Germanic Wars. See? When they came, look, when they came out the cave, they tried to take over everything. They came out the caves, facts. On straight bullshit. Iron Age. Look, Iron Age, right? It led to the Iron Age when they came out the motherfucking caves. Shit got real violent. You get what I'm saying? Listen, battle between Germanic warriors and the Roman army. Yeah, they was fighting amongst each other too. They got, yes, that's what I'm trying to say. These are the original savages, original barbarians. You feel me? Scandinavians, exactly. The original Vikings. You see the name? You see it right there. Germanic tribes eventually overwhelmed and conquered the ancient world. The Germanic raids, they came out the Caucasus and raided shit and took over shit. These are the real raiders, nigga. Fuck Oakland, nigga. These the real raiders right here, nigga. You hear me? Germanic tribes eventually overwhelmed and conquered the ancient world. That military transition was additionally spurred by the arrival of the Vikings from Scandinavia. Exactly. And we know what the Vikings and Scandinavians were. Okay. Yeah, they was very militant. They was real barbaric. You know what I'm saying? They was carnivores and all that. Look, in the early Germanic society, all able-bodied members of the male population were accustomed to war. However, unlike in ancient Rome, there was no institutionalized system of military training. Instead, young males were trained from an early age by immediate male relatives. It was considered essential in Germanic, keyword essential, nigga. It was considered essential in Germanic society for the elders to train the younger man in the art of war. This is who run the world. These guys. They were in the original 13 bloodlines that came out the caves that ended up becoming the original 13 Germanic tribes that would later go on to form the Germanic raids when they took over shit. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it run deep. See, you got to really know about what this shit led to. They not going to tell you all that. Look, raids were typically carried out by the early Germanic peoples either for the purpose of acquiring booty or for scouting for areas suitable for colonization, nigga. Keyword, colonization, okay? This is how colonization came about, because they was on some gangster shit, nigga. They was raiding shit. That's what I'm trying to say, nigga. They got it the gangster way. Niggas don't know who these people is. They come from straight warfare. What is you talking about? You just got to go and read they shit and know what you're reading. It's in there, all right? Such raids were typically organized by individual leaders who would invite all who were interested in joining him on his quest. Nigga, and when they say booty, nigga, they mean real booty, nigga. They ain't talking just about no money, nigga. Like real booty, nigga. They was raping shit too, nigga. Real booty, nigga. I'm trying to tell you, like real shit. All right, you know they was raping shit. We see it today. We ain't even gotta go there. We know they was raping shit, but I'm just saying they mean real booty right there. Don't let that. Yeah, you read that right. The not booty as in bounty. No, they mean money. No, booty, nigga. Real life booty, nigga. Like taking your booty or taking her coochie, nigga. Like real talk. You know, I'm gonna keep it all the way verbally correct around this bitch, so niggas can know what you up against around here. This shit go way back. Okay, and this is why Germany getting hit with that water right now. You see what I'm saying? They know what the fuck going on. They trying like they forgot where they come from. They know where they come from. Look, such raids were typically organized by individual leaders who would invite all who were interested in joining him on his quest. According to Caesar, a Germanic chieftain would typically announce a raid at the popular assembly and call for volunteers. Such raids did not necessarily involve the entire tribe, but must rather be considered private ventures. According to Tacitus, chieftains would utilize raids as a form of military training, nigga. So they said they was just raiding niggas just to use for training purposes, nigga. Nigga, they so savage, they was just raiding shit for training purposes, nigga. Look at that. They would utilize raids as a form of military training. That's what that mean. That mean they was kicking off bullshit, running that nigga shit for no reason, nigga. Just cause, we want to train today. Let's go run in some nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just telling you, let's go kill some Negroes. I'm just letting you know. I'm just being real, nigga. They don't want to say that, but that's what who you think they was getting down on? All right, then. Who plan was they on? Well, we already know. Okay. We know what's going on. All right, we just trying to figure out why the water hitting their ass. That's all we doing right now. The purpose of a raid was not to gain territory, but rather to capture resources and secure prestige. Ain't that what they still do today? It's all about resources and prestige with them, nigga. You hear me? They just want to dominate some shit and take all your resources. Now look, these raids were conducted by irregular troops, often formed along family or village lines in groups of 10 to about 1,000. Large bodies of troops, while figuring prominently in the history books, were the exception rather than the rule of ancient warfare. Thus, a typical Germanic force might consist of 100 men with the sole goal of raiding the nearby Germanic or foreign village. Thus, most warfare was at their Germanic neighbors. All right, so what you gotta know is when you see the way the police move today, that come from the way they moved in the Germanic Wars. That's the same way they moved in. That's where that come from. You get what I'm saying? That's where they get that from. You feel me? And when they talk about the tribes, you see wars involving the entire tribes. They talking about the original 13 tribes, which went on to, which hide behind the original 13 colonies. All right. So why is that important? I just wanted you to know why water smacking their ass today. This is why. This is why this is happening right here today, nigga. They want to act like they forgot, nigga. I just had to point out why, nigga. Like, I just want to point out why. You have the karmic debt must be repaid. You see what I'm saying? And it's just getting started.
From the ground floor and